SC. See what we got going on today. Our Geo trade played out so perfectly. I'm so sad that it didn't end up getting a piece. I predicted it to the T, but yeah, I just played it too safe here. So I said this yesterday. I'm gonna say it again just to start a stream off. Yesterday, the problem was I limit order here, then I get missed in all this move that I planned for that I was really confident in happening. Right? I should have first of all, because the context was so strong, first of all take a entry here on this bearish gap, regardless that we have an inverse, because again the context was really strong, and then market execute on here. But it is what it is. And also in New York we had an opportunity. If you look at price, we had a 50-minute FVG here just to carry on towards the sell side, and here we had a very good 3-minute FVG, but I missed it. I wasn't on the charts, which is very annoying because this was a solid 3R here. We can clearly see. So days like this are very good for my strategy. These are days where my intraday context is kind of like an intraday trade, but with 1-minute entries, and that makes it really powerful. So let's see what are we doing actually today. DXY, let's drag DXY here and see what DXY is doing. DXY is still weird, definitely kind of weird, but I don't know. We kind of are forming bullish structures here, and we did retest this bullish FVG, which makes it pretty bullish. But we see we have these equal highs, and now we have this gap here. So if we want to switch bearish of this supply overall, we can, but we want to see overall. I think I would still be down holding bullish prices unless we actually inverse this. If we do, that kind of means we're bearish. Look at this hourly gap. This is a pretty strong rejection or a strong sign. We're going to reach lower, and this is going to be generally a target, right? This equilibrium swing point is going to be generally a target. In my opinion, I think we're going to switch bearish from here. And let's look at euro. So it's hard for me to okay, it's kind of the same thing, right? It's pretty much the same thing. Except euro has a bit more room for that retracement. We see we have this order block, so we have these two FVGs here. I would anticipate a retracement here, to be honest, with this rate on liquidity right here. Okay, I forgot I need to open my stream. We hit 200 subs, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you for 200 subs. So let's see. I anticipate we reach back into this high basically, and look at this hourly FVG. Yeah, we're looking pretty strong on reaching towards that. I'm not sure what I want to do. I would probably say we actually reach towards this inversion, but a retracement we can definitely anticipate. And look at this Asian equal highs, but we want to get an opportunity to get involved. So we're gonna see. I would want to see, this is a pretty decent market structure shift. And see a retracement here, and from here we look to target Asian highs or these highs. These highs also look really good. So we have a potential retracement trade here on euro. We have two pretty nice objectives to target, but we do want to get a retracement, which we'll see if we do. Jews kind of stronger than the rest actually. We are in a daily AVG, that's what I noticed by mistake. Kind of are in a daily AVG. We're gonna remove this. We're just gonna try and not get frustrated at the fact that we missed this very beautiful trade. But we have this 4-hour, we have Southside getting swept. Now if we fully inverse, we're gonna continue higher. If we don't, we're probably gonna reach here, where this is my overall drawn liquidity. So yeah, but we need to see some structure. I wouldn't like really buying here. We do have this 50-minute bullish gap here, but I would want to see still some more structure. If this inverses, actually, yeah, I would be more down to look for sells here on you. Even though we look like we're kind of strong, I would still be more down to look at these sells, right, of the retracement for me, until we still have room to reach lower. This overall my draw on this consolidation. So I would still anticipate us reaching lower. If we close below, that's gonna be a good trade. AUDSD is probably the weakest, yeah, but this area has a bit of resistance. So for me, AU to look to continue shorts, it would be around this area right here. But we have a lot of room to cover. Until we do that, I would not really be looking at shorts. Maybe if we inverse this lower, but yeah. Gold, still I don't like gold, bro. We played out that bearish idea that I had, but it's just not, I don't like this pair anymore. It's very choppy most of the times. We have this gap here, so if this gets followed with a like a confirmation low, we can look to target, but we're gonna see. This gap is pretty good. Yup. But the Nasdaq just melted yesterday. Okay, kind of contrary to my expectations. We ended up printing heavy bearish, but that's okay. So what are we actually looking at? I do like euro for a short-term scalp here, to be targeting these equal highs here. This is an hourly AVG. Yes, it's an hourly AVG, and we had like a pretty strong market structure shift. This is voided, so we want to see that extra confluence on us holding higher from here. Like something like this is my plan on euro. If we get this, is a very simple trade. Clear target on Asian highs, and clear target even here. So this is actually probably the best setup that we're looking at today. GU needs a bit of time to form. I would still be down on being bearish on GU because we're just in bearish order flow. We just rebalanced, which yeah, this is a 4-hour AVG. So 4-hour AVG followed by a 50-minute inverse will really show that we're reaching back into this, I would say, into the high resistance area. So I'm still down, but we need structure. AU not really in. Gold we need to reach here, and that's pretty much it. I do like euro here, so euro is probably what I'm gonna watch. I mean, most likely it's just a simple trade. We don't have a 50-minute inverse, but I wouldn't really take this as a valid inverse. We have that 50-minute AVG getting respected, this breaker, and an hourly. So we're basically using kind of an hourly AVG as a POI, right? And we have this market structure shift. Even if we didn't take Asian lows, this is what usually happens when you have a strong POI that gets this order block is pretty strong, I would call it. Look at this big ass mitigation. This I think is CPI order block, yeah. And yeah, I would still be down on like looking to target this unmitigated POI and take a liquidity. That's really solid trade here. I like it for a counter trend idea. First target is gonna be Asian highs, and second right there. Really simple, but we definitely need that extra confluence. And from here we just very simple target both of these highs. And this is also really nice. I really like this liquidity. This is pretty low resistance, I would call it, but we can also, it's not forbidden that we come here and react over there and then sell off. But yeah, why I say we don't need to take Asian lows here is because Asian low, I mean this Asian open low has mitigated equilibrium of the order block, and when this happens, usually this low becomes strong and this ends up not taking it, if that makes any sense. But yeah, we're definitely waiting for this. I do like this setup. Even though the break of structure is not strong, I still think this trade is really fine. We have really low resistance liquidity. It's just liquidity at this point, and it's just too beneficial for price to come and sweep that and then continue lower. So that's what we're basically anticipating here. So this is what I'm gonna wait for until market opens. I'm probably just gonna chill on GU. We're waiting. It's kind of looking similar to how we started not yesterday, here maybe. I'm not sure what day I saw like this, probably here, but we're gonna see. I like this, but we need to see that inverse. If we buy, I would not really prefer buying until we actually close above here, but even like that, I don't really prefer buying. I want to see a higher low formed here before us buying. In a case like this, for me, buying here is just not unpopular, it's just risky, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for this to get inverse, and from here we're looking at it, and from here very low resistance liquidity, very good setup, kind of internal range in a sense. Maybe we can even come for Asian lows and from there we'll buy, but I would still say, considering that we initiated this move in Frankfurt, I'm still more probable and leaning way more towards us reaching back into these highs for now, for London Open, or yeah, London Open, and then sell off for like lunchtime in New York, and then continue dwelling lower. I don't even know what my drawn liquidity is for euro. This area overall is really strong. That's the thing. I would say this is my drone liquidity. I'm not sure we can break below this. This is also a very strong area here. So yeah, it's a bit weird where we're in the state we're in, but we kind of have to retrace. So maybe we come for this low, but again, this is a pretty highly resistant area, this 4-hour AVG. But yeah, we're chilling on looking for this because we also have higher time frame POI and we have a massive social liquidity rate. So when these confluences happen, we have a high chance of holding a retracement. So we have, think about it, we have higher time frame POI, which is a 4-hour order block. We have a higher time frame low getting taken, and we have drawn liquidity. We don't need bias. Like, we're very heavily leaning towards having a reaction or having that momentum to come sweep the sides, right? Because if you wouldn't have that higher time frame POI and that, bro, what am I doing, bro? Okay. We just have higher chances of us reaching towards this high right now. So I really like this for short-term scout. We don't look to hold more than this. Definitely, we're looking to trade a retracement, right? We're looking to trade a retracement. Where is price very likely to retrace towards? Look at 4-hour. One of these 4-hour AVGs, right? It's pretty clear. If you look at equilibrium, it's around this area or this area. So it's very clear. We can anticipate a decent retracement here. But I would still like us to mitigate here. That's what I'm waiting for. And until then, I'm gonna go smoke a ciggy and just wait for the setup to show up. Waiting for retracement. FK. I'm gonna put this here, and I'm gonna be back in a couple of minutes to see if Euro gives us what we want. Let me also prepare my brokerages so I'm ready when the time comes. We're doing pretty decent on the account. Sadly, we would have done so much better with that trade on GU. We would have probably been at 70, 80 because I would have held a risk on it. But it's okay as long as I'm consistently growing and I'm not taking those forced trades anymore, and I'm not taking bad decisions. To be honest, I don't really care if the account grows or not. I just care about my process and being consistent in my process. So yeah, we're gonna see. Oh, I forgot to hit record, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, but we're gonna see what we do here. Again, thank you for 200 subs, bro. We're growing, bro. Started out, I had like 15, and I remember no one watching my videos. Now we have at 200. That's crazy. But I guess this is what consistency does. I haven't even been that massively active in terms of videos, but I've been with streams and shorts. Also, I have to catch up. Today I have to catch up with some shorts from yesterday, but it's all good. Kind of save the growth somewhere because it's gonna be interesting to look for in years from now. So let me do that real quick. I think media. Didn't I have journal here? journey, and we're just gonna make a screenshot. So this is 19 August, I'm pretty sure. 20, my bad. 20 August. Before I forget, I just want to take a screenshot of my channel. Maybe of the stats as well, so. But it's pretty late though. We have this bearish gap, so if we break this, I'm hella taking the trade instantly. And let me do YouTube Studio statistics. Can we do whole time? Doamne ferească mă Dumnezeu. My grandma's crazy sometimes. Oh, we have 17k views in total. That's pretty crazy though. That's pretty crazy. And I'm gonna do last 28 days. Just for funsies. And that's pretty much it. We don't need more than this. I just wanted to save some. I want to save this every like 100 subs or some shit. But I don't know if I would trust buying from here though. I don't really trust the stop loss. I would like to see this low rated though. So I'm gonna try and drink a coffee. If we break, I might consider taking it. I am ready on my broker, but I would like this bearish gap to hold a bit lower. I think it's bad timing me choosing to go and smoke a cig right now, but I'm gonna come back really fast if I good morning, bro. Good morning. How are you today? But the entry is pre-London, so I'm not gonna take, even if you break right now, I'm not gonna take this entry. I don't want to see pre-London entries. I want to see the displacement happen in London. I would still like to see this low getting swept in from then, just really easy buys, like maybe even this, but it's not a necessity. We're gonna see. Yeah, we're probably gonna raid this low. That's what I'm gonna wait for. I'm gonna be back in 5 minutes. Sorry for going again, but I need to. Are you looking? Are you looking to trade today, bro? I don't know if I trust this move though. I mean, it's pretty strong, but I don't know if I trust it. I would still see we have this internal equal lows here. I wouldn't really trust this move though, but it looks like a good gap though. We get like 2 point something, but I don't trust these equal lows. Like my intuition keeps hinting at this. So I'm just gonna listen. Again, we have equal lows right before our stop loss, so it's just something trolls to do. Even if price leaves right now, let it leave. But trading on these with these equal lows underneath us is very, very risky. So I'm still gonna wait for this, gonna place an alert again on these lows. If we sweep this and then break higher, I'm taking it. If we don't, we don't. We need to be picky sometimes here, and we are actually reacting. Let's see, maybe we can hold this also higher, but again, I'm liking these equal lows here to get a sweep. We get an internal liquidity sweep. This is something very nice to see when we're taking our entries lower time frame. Something really nice to see, so that's what I'm gonna wait for. Pretty much euro looks like the only pair for today, and again, always, most of the time, what London Open does is trap buyers. So yeah, we're gonna see if that happens, but I'm waiting for definitely for these equal lows to get swept. It's just too risky to be entering like this. Or we also can get a retracement trade. Think about that. Now we have technically an unmitigated POI, but we don't really have an unmitigated POI, but we have internal liquidity. So if we somehow reach for the highs before taking these lows, we can look to trade off the high to target these lows. But we're gonna see. looks like it's leaving right now, but bro, I can't be taking this, bro. We need to see those equal lows swept. Even if it leaves, like, it's just too risky to be taking this shit, bro. Too risky. Yeah, my bias looks like it's correct, but these very low resistance equal lows, we have a lot of higher time frame influence on reaching for price higher. But trading like this, maybe if we had the surplus like this, yeah, then it would be safe. But even like that, we barely get our. Still waiting on that. Maybe we still come back lower. That would be perfect if we even come back lower, trap these early buyers in, and then come back lower but in the go. But it's kind of unlikely to happen. This order block looks really good right here. That is gonna hold higher, but it is what it is. It's kind of annoying, but what can I do? I don't think I'm wrong. I still think long term this was the best decision to take, to be patient and wait for these to get swept. That's still, in my opinion, the best decision to take right here. I mean, especially on 1 minute entries, this entry was really chopped. We didn't have any displacement. We didn't pretty much have anything that makes it look like a good entry, right? We didn't even have a sell side rate. Well, the only thing we basically did is retest the hourly FVG here, but that's barely enough confluence. I'm still gonna wait. If now we break lower and now we come sweep all these early buyers, that would be fucking perfect. I'm not gonna lie, because we stack even more liquidity on the highs. We sweep these early London buyers. That would be just perfect if we manage to come and do that. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see if that happens. If it doesn't happen, it is what it is. But it is annoying a bit. So let's see if we actually come down lower. That's what I care about here. And yeah, this entry was sharp. Like, come on, it's not hard to see that this was not a great decision to take. Maybe with an extra low risk, but it's just not worth really putting money behind this, I feel like. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna break this order block, but we're gonna see. Could even look for that retracement trade where we're missing a rule in a sense. We're missing a unmitigated PI to look to target these lows. So yeah, maybe long term if we get like a 50-minute market structure shift or some shit, but sadly we didn't get what we wanted, which is, at least for now, we might still come lower and sweep these. This is what I'm waiting for, and this is also equilibrium prices, so it just makes sense on a lot of things. See, these lows, coming for these lows right here is just being patient. London Open most of the times is a Judas swing. First 15 minutes of London Open, a Judas swing, baiting all these buyers in just to get swept. It might also hold. I'm not saying that, but it's just a risky play. We might hold this order block since it's looking like a good order block, but I prefer not to take something like this, because these trades actually make the difference between turning profitable and being break even. Taking riskier trades, sharper trades, this is definitely a forced trade. So no matter if it works, yeah, it is what it is. It's annoying, yes, because even yesterday I got missed on the Geo trade, but what can you do? Just being patient and just waiting, because yeah, still the best decision to take, but it is annoying. I just gotta calm myself down and make sure that these emotions don't come with me whenever I'm trading. So still waiting for this. If we get this, fine. If we don't get this, it's all good though. I would like to see us fail from here and come back into sell side. That would be actually fucking perfect, because we baited all these buyers in, London buyers, then we come back, sweep them, and then we continue also leaving Asian high intact. And when this London high, we even build more liquidity on the high. So that would be perfect. But let's see if that even happens. This right here, this candle kind of looks like that's gonna happen, because this order block, normally if you were for bullish order flow to hold, we would have reached at least in Asian highs, but we have to see what happens actually. But this is a good trade if we come here. So it's just about being patient, really. That's most of trading actually. Being patient and waiting for what you want to see. For me, what I want to see is these lows. Even though, yeah, it's like lower time frame lows, still risky to enter. Even if we do something like this, it's still risky. Why I was thinking why it's a reason it might hold is because it had this 1 minute FVG here, but still risky. I don't think this is playing it too safe. I think this is just kind of dumb. Look at the displacement, bullshit displacement. Only inversion was basically the only confluence in that hourly AVG. So yeah, still waiting on that. It's more probable, more likely, a higher quality setup. But we have still very clear draw on liquidity for at least London today. And then I really think New York is just going to continue lower. We have stacked these Asian lows here. This is just a temporary higher low in a sense. Now let's see if we actually reach there. As I said, usually first 50 minutes are London attitude the swing. Then we get some sort of actual like retracement, then we continue. At least that's how I would see the market in this case. Geo and the rest are not really it. Geo, I would want to see this get inverse. I still prefer looking at shorts on Geo because we have this 4-hour FVG, and now all I'm waiting for is this 50-minute inverse, and then I'm down to looking for souls. AU, hell nah. Gold, we almost reaching my PY, but I don't really like gold though. Realistically, it's kind of unlikely for us to retrace without taking Asian highs, but we're gonna see. Let me play some music. I want to see something. Let's see. I mean, to be honest, this bearish move just looks like it's still gonna hold higher, sadly, but what can I do? Play some music. Do I have my OBS turned on? Let me see. Bruh. Can't see shit. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna hold higher, and this would have been a trade, but risky. Dog shit. Got a really good R, 2R, 3.5. That's really good, but trading 1 minute with a shitty displacement like this and without seeing a sell side liquidity rate is very risky, and it's just very likely for you to get swept. That's what I learned. It's kind of unbiased. Let's see. Maybe we get it still. That would be great, to be honest. This is generally what I'm looking for in London, and this 50-minute inverse if we do, but doesn't really look like it though. This is, I think for now, this is the only setup I'm looking for in London. Oof, if we break now, it's fucking perfect, because we build even more liquidity on these highs. That would be perfect. And with this internal liquidity sweep, boom, right here. We go reach my area, but we definitely need to see some structure like on here. We need to see a 50-minute inverse or a 50-minute gap lower for me to take this trade. Maybe even this could have been taken, actually. I didn't realize this 50-minute gap to draw higher, but relatively decent entry. I can't say this was bad, actually. It was decent to take a buy here, target that. It was actually decent. Inversion and gap, they are not that big, but the structure looks way better than how the break looked on Euro, right? For me, I also see a good retracement trade from here. If we reach an Asian highs first, I see a good retracement trade to anticipate us retracing into this internal, but we gotta see. It's very unlikely. Yeah, this is probably just gonna hold this order block higher. But yeah, taking something like this just long term, not it, chief, not it. Maybe we retrace, we take Asian highs, we retrace, and then we continue towards next, which is this. But we're gonna see. Sadly, it's annoying. It's annoying because I had my bias correct. I had everything correct except this bullshit sell-side liquidity rate that was not proper. I'm curious if this is a case of just this current broker on. I want to see. Yeah, it's kind of the same one. Yeah, just shitty break, no sell-side liquidity rate. Cannot do much about it. But I do see a good retracement trade lower. The thing is, usually when I'm trading retraces, I want to see a unmitigated PI, so even this is invalid. Fuck, bro, it's so annoying, man. This looks very bullish here on GU, very bullish on reaching higher, but until we inverse that 4 hour, it's just too risky to be trading this shit. Like a good, but this looks like a good displacement to take a buy here to take these equal highs, but it's risky. It's too risky. Like something like this, very short term. Bro, it's so sad, bro. I had my PI, I had my alert here. We come, we do the shitty fucking. It's not even a sell-side rate. We do. I would have liked to see it come lower. We do the shitty inverse, shitty displacement, and then we play my idea exactly. And now we're gonna reach back into that, and it's fucking annoying. I'm not gonna lie. When you have a good idea, you have everything you need, then price just does a shitty break like this. Like, come on, bro. Oh no. I don't know if I was wrong for this, but I don't think I was wrong. I'm not gonna doubt myself for something like this, bro. Like, it's very clear that this was a shit entry. But I was thinking maybe even if there's a shit entry, if you're highly convicted in price reaching into these highs, which I was, you can take it, but I'm not sure that's a good choice long term. I'm not sure it is, but on higher quality setups, of course. I mean, this is what I mean, it's a good setup. It's actually a good setup. Maybe I should have done the same thing again, like take this trade, but it's a forced fucking entry still. I don't know. I actually don't know. I still think it's the best choice to wait for this. Maybe reach back from Asian highs, but I highly doubt it. I really think we're just gonna hold from here higher and reach towards the next objective. But yeah, it's sad. It's very annoying to see your idea played out in front of your eyes, and yeah, you skipping the trade. But that's what I'm thinking. Is skipping the trade here or skipping this entry a good choice or a bad choice long term? I don't care about now. I care about long term. So it's me not entering on the shitty break, and the fact that we had the sell side here on this bias, right? Is this a bad choice long term? That's what I care about. Now it looks clear like it's working. I care about long term. I don't care about now. But I'm not sure I can answer that question. I still think it's the best idea to skip it, even though price works, but can't really do much about it. Okay, AU looks pre-bearish here. Pre-bearish, we're fading this lower high here. If we inverse this, this can be a good short. Let's see where we are, higher time frame. I don't think it's bad. It's pretty low resistance. But we're gonna see. I want to see GU also break below this. It's annoying, bro. Fuck me. Seeing your idea play out in front of your eyes without you, it's fucking annoying. That's exactly what happened yesterday on this trade, bro. Like, come on, bro. Where was it? My limit order here. Bro, it was so annoying. I had this idea so perfect. I said we're drawn lower towards the Asian lows, and this, all the trade played out without me. And now it's happening again, which is fucking annoying, but what can you do? This would have been the risk entry or the shitty fucking entry. Like this. This was my idea though, but what can you do? And this is very easy delivery. 13 pips, bro. Like, it's 14 pips. This is easy for price to do, but it's fucking annoying, bro. It's fucking annoying because this is also my only idea for London today. Unless we of course inverse, but yummy. But we can also look at some shorts from here, maybe, because we have a 4-hour APG, but yeah, we don't have an unmitigated POI, unless we get like a 50-minute inverse. I don't know, bro, whether I did the right choice on skipping this trade or not, but I'm just not gonna try and think about it right now, because it only annoys me more and more and more. Because this was a 3.4R, even with a more conservative stop loss. I think this would be common knowledge not to enter this though. I think this should just be no decision like about it. Like when you see bullshit entry like this, you usually don't want to enter. Especially on the first candle of London Open. Yeah, overall in the long term, we're more likely on London to just come sweep this high, come back into sell side and continue. I still feel like that's long term what is more likely to happen. And look, we're reacting. If we inverse this, we're pretty much clear on reaching back into these lows, but even for a retracement trade, I'm not gonna take it because we don't have an unmitigated POI, and that's my rule for taking retracement trades. Okay, gold ended up having an instant reaction of that POI, which is interesting. But yeah, this is probably gonna play out. Fuck, it's so annoying, bro, but it's just part of trading. Sometimes this is gonna happen, and why it's so annoying is because it happened back to back, yesterday with today. That's why it's annoying. But what matters is that I don't let these emotions leak into execution. I don't let these emotions dictate my decisions, in a sense. I think for today, it's just if TP hits here, it's just better off to take the day off. This was the trade for London. Take the day off. I have emotions. I'm angry. I'm frustrated. So it's better off to take the day off. Make sure I don't trade in London and don't take a forced trade. And that's it. This was the idea for London, sadly. And if you are on this, or if you watch this after the stream was over, you can see at the start of the stream on my analysis on Euro what I said is gonna happen. It's basically, I said I want to see a retracement into this, and from here we look to target Asian highs and these highs. That's it. It's annoying. That's why trading is annoying sometimes, and this is why it's the hardest job ever, because sometimes like this is just part of trading, and it hurts to see your idea played out perfectly without you, in a sense. Yeah, fucking annoying, but I'm gonna take a break. I don't know. I'm probably not gonna take any trades unless Jew invalidates, which is likely not to do by the looks of it. AU as well, we need to see this inverse, which is unlikely. On gold, we need to see a 50-minute confluence to be taking the short. We might need to see this inverse. Yeah, they're kind of unlikely to happen. It's just better for me to take the day off here, because this is one that's definitely gonna reach TP. It's fucking, I wanna punch something, but what can you do? You just gotta take a deep breath, and that's it. Still a W, right? It's still a W at the end of the day. Play all my idea perfectly, just play that without me. That's the